at Ashina Koike pitchside here at Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey, where we were witness to what could become one of the best, if not the best, rivalry in MLS in years to come. The New York Red Bulls defeating the expansion NYCFC 2-1 in the first edition of the so-called Hudson River Derby. And any memorable derby and rivalry in soccer has to have stars, has to have controversy, and has to have drama. And this game was chock full of all of that. The big star in the ball game, Bradley Wright Phillips, the forward for the New York Red Bulls, last season's Golden Boot winner in MLS, put in both goals for the New York Red Bulls, one in each half, including the first half goal coming in the 4th minute to give the Red Bulls the perfect start to this match. The controversy came late in the first half. Matt Miazga, the defender, picking up 2 yellow cards. His second yellow card coming in the 36th minute, sending him off as the Red Bulls had to play almost the last hour of the ball game with just 10 men. But in that second half, the Red Bulls, while down a man, put in another goal. It was Bradley Wright Phillips set up by Sacha Kljestan, and the Red Bulls took a 2-0 lead. But the drama occurred in the 76th minute when substitute Patrick Mullins put in a shot for NYCFC to cut the deficit to 2-1, but the Red Bulls able to hold on to the victory in this electric atmosphere here at Red Bull Arena. And after the game, I got to talk with midfielder Sacha Kljestan for the New York Red Bulls. Once again, he set up Bradley Wright Phillips' second goal to give the Red Bulls a 2-0 lead, and I asked him to begin our conversation. He's played in a whole lot of rivalries here in the States and overseas in Belgium. How did this rivalry, the first edition of the Hudson River Derby, compare to some of the other rivalries that he played in?
Well, the atmosphere tonight was fantastic. The fans were great, packed house. They were loud. They were supporting us. It was good, NYCFC had some good traveling support as well, so that's what a real derby game should feel like. And then on the field, it was a battle, We were disappointed to go down a man, but we fought back. We showed great mentality, and we showed a lot of character.
If there were any nerves going into the game, they must have been allayed and eased after the first 5 minutes getting that goal. How important was that very quick start to the ball game?
Yeah, it's important for us because in the last 3 games, we've been the team that's given up the first goal and given up an early goal. So for us to get that first goal and put the other team back on their heels that's a big moment in any game. So especially in a big rivalry game, that was huge for us. You
end up going a man down, as you said, but late in that first half and going into the second half, it seemed as if your team had some of the better chances, even despite the numerical disadvantage. What do you owe that to, being able to create a lot of chances even though you're a man down?
Yeah, that was all mentality. That was all character. It was that happens sometimes when you go down, and the other team is pushing so many players forward that if you defend really well and really hard, you can create those counterattacking opportunities. And we did well. We had guys that ran off the ball, that ran with the ball, things like that. So we created some good chances. I'm proud of us for that tonight.
I guess normally, what is the mentality of players, or at least yourself, when your team goes a man down?
Fight. The whole thing is fight. You got to run for your teammate. If he falls down, you got to pick him back up. And I think we did a great job tonight. Jesse said at halftime, let's be 10 men on the field in the second half that fights for each other. And let's get these 3 points. I think we did a really good job of that.
In the 52nd minute, you're out on the left flank. It's virtually a 2-on-0, and then you end up setting up Bradley Wright Phillips for his second goal. When you get that ball and you're down the left flank, and essentially it's just green grass ahead, and the goalkeeper, what's going through your mind?
My first thought is just to take a good touch that puts me towards the goal, and so I did that. And then once I looked up, Bradley's always there, always putting himself in a good position to score. Fortunately, I put it right on his foot, and he just had to tap it in. So that's what Bradley's really good at, and I'm lucky to play with him.
Your team has gotten a result in, I believe, 8 of the last 9 ball games. What do you owe that good run of form to? Any specific factors in terms of being able to go on this good run so far?
No, the start of the season's been good, and I think it comes down to our mentality. We've got a great feeling in this team. We've got this all-in mentality. Every game we fight for each other. In training we fight for each other and things like that. Jesse's put good faith into this team, and we have a lot of confidence. We've been doing well.
So the New York Red Bulls continuing their good run of form, picking up at least a point in 8 of their last 9 matches. NYCFC going in the exact opposite direction, winless in their last 8 ball games. And in this match, their 2 headline players on the roster were substituted out in the second half. David Villa as well as Mix Diskerud were substituted in the second second half by NYCFC manager Jason Kreis, but one of the substitutions, Patrick Mullins, put in the only goal for NYCFC late in that second half to give NYC some life, but NYC coming up short in the first edition of the Hudson River Derby. 2-1, the New York Red Bulls come away with the victory. So stay tuned to A Lot of Sports Talk and ALOTofSportsTalk.com for the written recap of this soccer match. The New York Red Bulls winning the first edition of the Hudson River Derby 2-1 over NYCFC. From pitchside here at Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey, my name is Adeshina Koike for ALOTofSportsTalk.com.